Hey guys, welcome back. So we have created the script for our web services and the script is working fine. We have tested it in the last video. Now we will come into our Android application project. So I have a blank project. So create a project with empty activity, and for uploading the images I'm going to use this library. You can find the link in the description of the video. So first we will add this library to our project. So copy this line and paste it to your app level build.gradle file. Now sync your project and it will add the library to your project. Now come to your main activity, the layout file of your main activity. So it is activity underscore main.xml. Now here we will remove this hello world and we have to create two buttons, one for choosing the image and one for uploading the image, and an edit text where we will put the name for the image, as we are taking here two parameters. One is the image name and the other one is the image itself. So let's create it. So we will take two buttons, button 1, button 2, and an edit text and an image view as well. So when the user will choose the image, we will show the chosen image in the image view. So for this, drag an image view as well. So where is image view? So drag the image view. Now for the sake of simplicity, I'm converting the UI to linear layout and I will put the orientation as vertical. So the first button is for choose image and let's give the ID as button choose. Second button is for upload image and change the ID to button upload, and edit text is for the name of the image. So remove this text and instead we will use hint, and inside hint put enter name for image, and we don't need this, and the ID would be edit text name. Now width for all views is match parent. So we have two buttons, one edit text, and we also need an image view. So create an image view, match parent, wrap content, ID would be image. So we have the views. Now we will code it. Now come inside main activity.java and here first we will define our views. So we have two buttons. We have an image view and we have an edit text. Now let's initialize these views. So as always we will use find view by ID. So quickly do it. So we have initialized all the views. Now we will implement the onClick listener interface and we will implement the methods. Now we will attach the listener to the buttons. Now as we will read the image from the storage of the phone, and this requires the permission of read external storage, and from Android Marshmallow and higher version we need to ask the permissions from the user at runtime. So first we will create a method to request the storage permission. So define a method private void request storage permission. Now here we can check if the permission is already granted or not. So we will check if context compat dot check self permission, and we need the permission manifest dot permission dot read external storage, and if it is not equals to package manager, or if it is equal to package manager dot permission granted, that means the permission is already granted. In that case we will not go ahead in this method, and we will write return to stop the execution of this method. And if this return does not executes, that means the permission is not granted, and in this case we will ask the permission. So we will write activity compat dot request permission this new string, and we will pass manifest dot permission dot read external storage, and we need to pass one more parameter, which is the request permission code. So we can pass a constant here, storage permission code, and we also need to define this constant. Define private static final int storage permission code, and you can give any value. So we are requesting the storage permission. Now we need to override a method that will handle the permission request. So right click and go to generate and select override methods. Here you need to find on request permissions result, and we will override this method. Now come inside and write if request code is equal to storage permission code. Then we will check if grant results dot length is greater than 0 and the index 0 of this array is equal to permission granted. That means the permission is granted. So you do not need to do anything here, and in else we can display a toast. Let's display toast here. Or here permission not granted. So we have completed the permission part. Now we need to open the image chooser dialog when the user will tap the choose button. So we can create a separate method here. So let's create private void show file chooser, and here we will create an intent and we will set the type of this intent to image slash asterisk, and it will show only image files. Then we will set the action of the intent, set action. Now we will start the activity for result, and we will pass the intent dot create chooser, and the first parameter would be our intent, and we can pass a string like select picture, and then a request code, and it would be again a constant pick image request, and again we will define a constant. And again you can give any value to it. Just remember, both these values should not match. So this will show the file chooser. Let's check if it is working or not. So if the tapped button is button choose, then we will show the file chooser. So that's it. And now this method that we created to request the storage permission, we can call it when the activity is launched. So write it here, request storage permission. So let's test whether the application is working or not. We also need to handle the file chooser activity, and for this first we will override a method on activity result. So again right click, generate, override methods. Now this method will handle the chosen image. So inside this we will check if the request code is our pick image request, and the result code is result okay, and the data is that we are getting from the activity is not null. And we can check one more condition, that the data dot get data is also not null. Now if these conditions are true, we can get the chosen image from media store. So for this we will use the a URI object. So first define a URI object, private URI file path. Now right here file path is equals to data dot get data. Then we will try bitmap. We need a bitmap object as well for storing the image. So define a bitmap, private bitmap. Now we will store the chosen image in this bitmap object. So write media store dot images dot media dot get bitmap, and the first parameter we will pass is get content resolver, and the next parameter is the URI, so it is file path. Let's see what is the error. Oh, we haven't written the catch, that's why it's showing red line. Now we will set the bitmap to image view. So set image bitmap, and we will pass the bitmap object. Now write cache, and it can generate an IO exception. That's it. Now let's see if it is working or not. So let's check our application is working or not. And also define the string, and it contains the address of our web services, and we already created this script in the first video, which is upload.php. And make sure you are not using localhost. You need to find your IP, and you can find the IP using ipconfig command in Windows and ifconfig command in Mac. So let's see the file chooser is working or not, and it is asking for permission. So let's allow it. Now choose image, and we have an image, and you can see the image in image view. Now we will code the functionality for this button, but the problem is we are getting a URI object for the image, and we need the absolute path of the image to upload it using the library we are using. So first we will create a method that will fetch the absolute path from the URI object. So let me write a method here. So this method will take a URI object, and it will return us the absolute path with the URI. So let's code. Now this method will return us the absolute path of the image with the URI object. Now we need to create a method that will upload the image to the server. So we already have the URL of upload image. So we will create a method private void upload image, and we will first get the name for the image, as images are getting uploaded with a name. So first we will get the name from the edit text. For this we can simply create an string object, and we'll get the name from the string object. Now we will get the path of the image, and we can use the method get path, and we can use file path that we get from the intent. Now we will upload the image and the name to our server. So for this we are going to use the Android upload service library, and we have to create a try and catch block for this, as it may generate an exception. Now first we will create an upload ID. So for this create one more string, upload ID equals to UUID dot random UUID dot toString. We will generate a random ID. Now we will create a new multi-part upload request, and this will take current context, upload ID, and the upload URL. So we have the upload URL. This is our upload URL. So let's scroll down and continue writing. Now we will add the file to upload, and for this we have the path and the key is image. Then we have to add a parameter, and the parameter would be name and the name from the edit text. Now we will set the default notification with predefined class new upload notification config. Now we will set max retries to 2, or you can set to any number, and then we will start the upload. Now that's it. Now we will call this method when the button is pressed. So we will check if view equal to button upload, we will call the method upload image. That's it. Now only thing is left, adding the internet permission. So add internet permission in your manifest, and now let's try running the application. So let's run it. Let's choose an image, put any name like simplified coding, and hit upload image, and you can see the upload completed successfully. Now let's check our database. So we will write localhost.phpMyAdmin, and our database was image upload. Let's check. So we have simplified coding and we have the image URL. Let's test this URL. So we have the uploaded image, so it is working absolutely fine. And now that's it for this video tutorial. I hope you liked it, and if you are having any confusions or troubles or queries, you can leave your comments and I will try to help you out. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and also like the video and share this video as well. Thank you.